Hello and welcome to Dad Got This. We're answering the tough questions like, can I make 5 of the most popular Starbucks drinks at home using my Ninja Luxe Cafe? And why did the coffee file a police report? That second one's easy, because it got mugged. Let's get to it. First up, Cafe Latte. This is one of the most popular drinks at Starbucks year-round, and it's one of the simplest to make. First thing we need to do is pull a double shot. I'm using Ely Intenso beans. They're not the greatest beans in the world. They're not fresh roasted from somebody here around the corner. They're just a solid bean, and I get a good deal on them. So that's what I'm using for all these drinks. Let's pull a double shot. Grab your portafilter, pop it in here, grind. And there is my puck. When I first got the 701, I was just crushing that handle like I was the Hulk. You don't need to do that. A couple of little light bounces. They say to do it twice. I kind of just do like a little bounce up and down, and I feel like I get a good tamp out of my coffee. One thing I learned from you guys in the comments is when I'm making these style drinks, especially with the Ninja Luxe Cafe that takes so long to steam the milk, I shouldn't be pulling my shot before I steam my milk. I should do that in the opposite. I should steam the milk, then pull the shot. It's not good for the espresso to just kind of sit there that whole time while you're waiting for the milk to steam. Now, I'm being way more precise than you really need to do this, but the Starbucks recipe is apparently 8 to 10 ounces of steamed milk to a double shot of espresso. So I have my little thing here, and I'm going to use whole milk. I don't know if they use 2% or not, but I'm using whole milk. So I'm gonna pour 8 ounces of milk in here. I forgot there's an 8-ounce line in the jug. It lined up perfectly. So we're gonna take this and steam it on the thick froth setting. One of the downsides about these Ninja Luxe Cafe is they do take a long time to steam milk, unfortunately. You can do it manually, but I'd have to learn how to do it properly, and I don't want to. I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna let that do it. Did I mention it takes a while? It takes a while. Milk's done. As soon as your milk is done, wet paper towel, really go at it. Let it purge. If you do that, your blonde will stay nice and clean. We're gonna take our milk, we're gonna set it aside. It's time now to pull our double shot. My machine grinds at 17 for these beans, and I've just left it there forever. The fact that I don't change my beans means I don't need to change my grind settings. Nice and tight. I use strength 2 and the espresso setting. Espresso done. I feel like I get a pretty good crema on that. And now I cannot pour latte art. I have tried a billion times and they all come out looking terrible. The tips I've gotten are you need to swirl your milk and make it not as foamy when it comes out. Give it a little bang on the table, and then take it and pour it from high. And then you wanna go down close and pull through. And I made something slightly not PG. If there's a barista in the local Central Florida area who is willing to teach me how to do latte art, I will come. Please, show me. I got like a terrible heart or something we shouldn't mention on YouTube. And that's it. That is a cafe latte. Pretty good. Needs sugar to me. I put sugar in all my coffee. I'm a child. Next up, the caramel macchiato. It is basically a latte with vanilla syrup and a caramel drizzle. Let's get to it.
8 ounces of milk.
1 tablespoon of vanilla syrup. I happen to have sugar-free, unfortunately. That's all I have here, but it'll be fine. I put it right in the milk. I feel like I get a really good mix this way, and it distributes the flavor evenly through the drink. Same steam procedure, thick foam. Now, caramel macchiato is built in the inverse. The steamed milk goes in the mug first, and then you pour the espresso over it, creating some sort of layered thing and a different taste experience when you drink it. So let's brew our shot into this so that we can pour it into our mug. I'm just gonna remove this guy. Brew. We have already distributed our vanilla syrup into our milk, so we're just gonna pour our milk in here with lots of foam. As you can see, I have my foamy coffee. I'm going to pour my espresso in there, and then a caramel drizzle. Starbucks caramel macchiato. Yeah, it tastes milkier and less mixed than the latte. This is usually what I end up getting. Next up, a Café Mocha. Guess what? 8 ounces of milk. Heavy froth. These drinks are where the Ninja Luxe Cafe really shines, in my opinion. You're not relying on pure espresso with nothing in it that has to be absolutely perfect when you drink it. You're mixing it with a bunch of stuff and making a tasty coffee. That's what I think this machine really does well. You don't need to know a bunch of stuff. You don't need to be a barista, but you can make some really tasty drinks. And that's what we use it for.
Pull another shot.
For your mocha, you want to add your chocolate sauce to the cup. So I'm going to add 1.5 tablespoons of chocolate sauce. I'm using a Ghirardelli dark chocolate, and we brew our espresso into this. And then I like to give it a swirl to try to mix that a little bit. And then we are going to pour our foamy milk into there. And if you want to be fancy, a little drizzle on the top. Café Mocha. Next up, a white chocolate mocha. Guess what? 8 ounces of milk. Froth. Just like the other mocha, we're gonna add our sauce right to the mug, but it's white chocolate sauce.
I got all of these off of Amazon.
Time to pull a shot. Pretty much the same shot.
We'll pour our milk.
And this time, I left some room for some whipped cream to make a giant mess. Now that is a white chocolate mocha. And yes, I'm not using Starbucks beans. You don't have to use Starbucks beans. These are just the most popular drinks at Starbucks. I have something on my mustache. For our 5th and final drink, we're gonna go seasonal, the Pistachio Latte. There's a little bit of cooking involved if you wanna get that buttery crumble topping. It's really simple though. Get yourself a non-stick pan, heat it up over medium heat. You're gonna want 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and some butter cookies. These are those like Christmassy cookie type things. And we just wanna crush these up. About 3 tablespoons worth of cookie crumbs. I'll make a little more. Once your pan is hot, you throw in your butter. And we're just gonna cook that for a few minutes till it gets brown and nutty. Once your butter has browned a little bit and starts smelling wonderfully nutty, add in your brown sugar and your cookies. And just kind of mix it. You can also add in a pinch of flaky salt. And then we're just gonna kind of mix this until the cookies basically soak up all that butter. Drop your heat to low, cook it out a little bit to dry them out, and it should be good to go. Now you're gonna wanna go ahead and set this aside to cool. Ideally, do this before you make the drink. And guess what? 8 ounces of milk, heavy froth. The only thing that might be kind of hard to find is pistachio syrup. I got this off of Amazon. I grabbed these little pumps for them, ready to go. For the pistachio latte, it says 1 to 2 tablespoons, so I'm gonna do a couple pumps, maybe 3 pumps. Seems good. Pull a shot, and now we pour. Latte art, help me. And your buttery crumble. I don't know how much of this you're supposed to put on there, but. And there you go. Boss level Starbucks pistachio latte with buttery crumble topping. Kind of like that. That's pretty good. Needs a little bit more sweetness to me, but everything needs more sweetness to me. And there you go, the top 5 hot drinks at Starbucks made with the Ninja Luxe Cafe at home for a lot less money. Couple sauces, some syrups, milk, coffee, and you're good to go. You can now walk into your local Starbucks and say, I'm the barista now. There's supposed to be 5, but I only have 4 cups. If you enjoyed this content, please do the likey subscribe thing. YouTube loves it when you leave a like. I love it when you leave a comment. I answer just about every comment in my comment section. If you really want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. Members get behind the scenes access, early updates, all kinds of fun stuff. But if you can't, subscribing would be enough. Subscribing for a small channel of mine makes a huge deal. So with all that out of the way, I guess there's only one question left to answer. Why did the coffee taste like dirt? Because it was ground this morning. Yeah, pretty bad. Dad may tell horrible dad jokes. Make some great coffee using the Ninja Luxe Cafe. But one thing Dad won't do is an outro. So that's it. Bye. This is the part where I thank all of my members. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much for your support and rock on. I don't know why I said rock on, but rock on.